Hello everyone, welcome to my InfoLearn channel and I hope you are doing well. And today we try to do the practice in PowerShell. And today I plan for practicing session the new topic. The new topic is the Regex. Regex mean to say a regular expression here. So here you can see we discuss about the Regex. Regex is a very nice and very powerful uh, technique basically which help us to search or match the pattern, or you can also see manipulate some strings if you have some input. So it is very important to learn the regex into our PowerShell. So let's try to see how we can learn this regex. So first of all, let's try to understand example here. First regex is character class. So character class basically allow you to match any one of the characters in the string. So it can be one or it can be n. So take example here. Let's try to take example here. Let's see apple. So you can print very easily this string. Okay. And now you want to use uh, some matching property here. So here you can see we can use this type of a parameter, not a property actually, this is like a parameter. So this is a parameter. If you are using with the hyphen, so looks like the parameters here in the PowerShell. So now what we can do, you want to match something based on your input here. Now what you can use here, this bracket. So this bracket basically is the square bracket, or other words you can say the off bracket. So example, you want to match ABC. So please see what is ABC. This is the input. Okay, characters, the first character, practically first character in this input. Okay, so can you see first character is A, and I have given ABC. That means it is matched somewhere. Okay, so what is the answer here? It can be true or false. That is the true. What does it mean? So I can easily match my input, what I want to do, with the target string. So target is the apple here, right? So can you see here? Now if you want to change it, example here, let's see XYZ. So first character is not actually XYZ. Can you see here? That means it is false. Okay, so right now I am working on the first character. So can I work for the second character? Yes, I can work for the second character here. So now looks here, it gives true, and now second character. So second character in my input is P. Please note here. Okay, so if I write a P, then it should give the answer true. Okay, but if I give example Y, what does it mean? It is not match. So that is the false. That is false. So what we can do here, similarly we can go with more characters or input. Example, let's see here with the third character. First character we see example P, it is match. Third character, let's see example PA. So what does it mean? PA is again match with this P. Okay, so it should be true. So now what about the fourth character? Fourth character is the L. It is good. Okay, maybe M and C, whatever. It can be true. What about the last character? Last character is the E. But example, I put D here. So D is not match with this last character. So what will happen now? It should give the wrong answer, mean to say false. So guys, this is basically our how to say the first character class where we can use match parameter to matching our input somehow. Okay, So now this is basically the way. Let's take any other example. You can take another example here. So clear host here. Let's see here. Take one more example. Example power. Okay. And then after try to use again match. So what will happen? Example in power. Take more example here. So it can be P. Now second character can be example O. It's true. Third character can be W. It's true. And fourth character can be E. Right? And let's see the last character. It can be R. But if it is match, it is true. But now if any one of character is, is not match with your input, then it is not okay. Example capital R. Why? Because this match, uh, how to say, parameter basically not like a case sensitive. Okay. So that's why it is important. So example X. So what will happen now? So X is not matched with this R. So output should be false. So basically here guys, what we are going to do, we are working for character by character. So who is helping me in this? Only this match parameter plus this character position with the help of off bracket, off bracket, or you can say the square bracket. Okay, so now basically this is the first character set here. Okay, now what about not for the single position? Example, now we are working for the position actually. But what will happen if we are working not for the position, for the whole string here? Example, whole matching. So in that case, we can use some other example here I want to show you. So here example, you can write here hello. So hello world is printing on the screen. Okay. So now what we can do, we can use again match here. Now you can also try with the character set here like this. So now what you will use this operator. This operator is a hyphen. Okay. But practically it is looks like say, range. So now what will happen? You can write example capital A to capital Z. Now, what is the answer? Because input is matched with this. Can you see right now? Hello world, it has all capital letters. And in my target, what I'm looking for? I'm looking for capital A to Z. Okay, that means it is match, right? So now, what we can do more here, example here, I told you, uh, small letter. No, my target is looking for the small letter in my input string. So in hello word, I have all capital, but I'm looking for input. Look here. It again giving me the true. That means it is not a case sensitive. Okay. So what should I use here? We can use not match, cmatch. That is a case sensitive matching. So in that case, it will give you the right answer. Okay. So what will happen now? You can use the cmatch for the case sensitive matching. Okay, so okay, now take one more example here. Let's see what we can do here more. So let's try to see here, here hello. So right now I have put knowingly the small word. So here I want to make A to Z. Now try to do enter. It's true. What does it mean? That means I'm looking for the capital letter, but my input string, I have a small letter, but sure, there is one capital letter. Okay, so practically this is not for working for the single character. It is for the all character. It will look for example H, E, L, L, O. So character by character, it will be scanned somehow. So who is helping us? This hyphen. So hyphen mean to say range, right? So in this way you can try to use it as much as example. Let's try to take one more. So try to see now I have put two capital letter L L. So in my string, two capital letter LL, and one, let's see, keep shorter or lower. So now here, try to give this small letter. Now you are looking for small letter. Okay. And now you can see in your input, you have a small letter, this E and O. So what will be the output now? It's true because we found it. Okay. And you can make it wrong or false by this, because you are looking for the small letter, but in your input, there is no small letter. Okay. So basically this is called the uh, range. Okay. This is called the range here, character set. So hyphen will help us to solve such type of a problem. Okay, now let's try to do some more. What we can do more here. Now, there is a one more important, how to say, regex, regular expression, that is called the, I can write here, anchor. So anchor is also interesting sometime. It is very nice to use. And in PowerShell scripting, we use this as well. That is called the anchor. So anchor basically is a type of a special symbol or special operator you can use, which match position within a string. Okay. So example, you want to match digit, you want to match character. So let's try to take example mango here. Okay. And what you want to do, you want to match this mango word. Okay. And here what you can do, don't forget to put this bracket. Okay. Otherwise the PowerShell give you the error. Now you have to work here. Okay. Now what you can do here, example, what you want to do here, example, you want to look for any how to say, characters. Let's see. Okay. So now it is good. So what will happen here right now? So you're looking for a small letter. I think we did it last time. That means we found it. Okay. And now what will happen if I will use here example 0 to 9. So again, try to see, I'm giving the characters input. This is input my character, right? And I'm matching with this symbols. Now that means it is not match, right? So I'm looking, previously I was looking for the letters, characters small, and it is true. And now I'm looking for this digits. So then it is giving me the false because it is not match, but I can match it with example giving the input value 1, 2, 3, right? It is true. Now what will happen? What we can do more? So I'm talking about the anchor. So I'm going to use the anchor here. So example, if I put a very nice anchor, this anchor, right? So what is this anchor? Anchor mean to say the cap operator, you can say, or the meaning of this operator is the invert or negation. So now in my input, what is there? Only character. So can you see right now? It is true. Okay. I'm looking for this digit, but in my input, there is no digit. So it will perform the opposite operation. Okay. So that is called the negation or invert. So let's try to see here. Now you are looking for in your input example, this A to Z. Okay. What will be happen here? The false. But if you want to make it true, okay. So what you can use? Negation. So what is negation? Is invert. So it will give you the invert operation here. So please try to see how you can work with this negation symbol or anchor. Okay, so it will help us to do some type of a task here. Okay, now let's see. Let's see if we can see example one more. What I can do here, I can write now mango here. Now 1, 2, 3. So in that case, what we can do here? So here, let's see if I write here and if I write example 0 to 9, what does it mean? So I'm looking for basically the digit in my input. And please see here in my input, sure, I have digit. Okay. So now look here, it will give me the true. Okay. So there is no problem. You can change the position somehow. Okay. Example, apple. So again, 09 I'm looking for, sure, it is in my input, right? So what does it mean? That it can help us to searching the pattern in the input string, right? So example here, once again, now what will happen? Let's see. You want to put negation here. So please try to understand. So example, I'm looking for 0 to 9. Sure, it is in input, right? But this negation will make opposite result. So what is the opposite of 0 to 9? Is character. Yes, it is also in the input. That means I can print both. It is matching. Okay. So now you got the idea. So that means this is the negation symbol or invert. Okay. So basically this is the way you can do the practicing very easily. So because input has the digit plus characters. So that's very important to learn the regex in the PowerShell scripting. Okay, so now what we can do more here. I want to do a little bit more practice here. So here, okay. So what we can do more here, example, try to do example combining some character. So here, let's see, try to use again this how to say input. This is the same example we can take here again and here. You see here what we can do. Let's see A to Z. So it is again, that means in input you are looking for, A to Z. Okay, that means in input you have, okay, try to use this character set. Yes, it's nice. So please follow the rule. Okay, like this. So here, that means I'm easily find out my input here. That is true because we are matching uh, with a small letter in our input. Okay, and here, now let's try to see here what we can do here. Example 1, 2, 3. So mango 1, 2, 3 once again here. So here, what you can use here. So if I do enter, it is true because in my input, I have this character because I'm looking for my character and also I can found here. Okay, but please give a space here or not important. Space is not important, but better to be readable format. Please try to do. And you will look for any number. It is also possible. So now your target is to be looking for letters, characters, and plus digits, right? So now, sure, it is there. Both are there, then it is again true. Okay, so please try to understand. So you can aggregate or combining the character classes in this manner. Okay, so now let's try to see example. You can write here, okay word. Can you see what is okay? It is in the capital letter. So you can also use here example capital. Again true. So please see, you can search the pattern by aggregating or maybe by combining the character classes together here. So basically this is the work on the characters and this works for the digits. Okay, so now input is looks like a match over here. Okay, so in this way you can try. Now let's try to do what we can do example here. So suppose here what I can do. So suppose you are giving the capital word mango here and you want to make it example center match here. And let's see what will be the output now. Think about it. So you are looking for the small word, right? You are looking for the small word, small characters actually in input. But this input has a capital word, right? So what will be the output here? Center match will give you false, right? Because it is a case sensitive. Okay. So if you don't use a case sensitive, then it is okay. But if you have a certain input which is sensitive, so that is important. Okay. So look here, it gives the false here. So this way you can do the practicing as much as per your own example. This is my example. You can take your own example very easily. So now let's try to see one more. So if you want to put here example match, okay, if gives you the true, it is true, but you can put the negation symbol. What is the negation symbol? Mean to say opposite. Okay, so opposite is false. Okay, so now what we can do here, example, let's see, you want to put, let's one more example, mango 1 2 3. Okay, now you are giving mango, this is the characters, and 1 2 3, this is the numbers. Okay, and you're going to match, and here please try to see 0 and 9. So now you are going to match and do enter. It is true because it is in your input, and you can put negation symbol. What will happen now? What should be the answer? It's true or false? It should be, what is the opposite of 0 to 9? Opposite of 0 to 9 is character. It is there. So that means it should be okay. Mean to say true, right? So this way you can make the practicing with the help of anchors, okay, and character set together. So you can also try to do example here. Let's try to see here. I want to just clear this screen. So you can clear the screen with the clear host. Okay, so let's true here. And now you can make one more character. Let's try to see one more example here. Password example 456. Okay. And what you want to do here. So here, what you want to do example here. Let's see A to Z. So A to Z mean to say you're looking for the small characters, right? And here space. You are looking for the capital character here. Okay. And space 0 to 9. Now you are looking for the numbers as well, and match will give the true because this all information in your input. So you have a small letter, okay, and you have A to Z, you have not A to Z, okay, mean to say capital letter is not available here. So 0 to 9 it is available here. So that means we have there, and you can also write here example, some capital example. Okay, it is true. That means now condition is clear. That means all we are looking for, it is inside our input string. So that means it is match. So here, this is very nice idea to take the example. Basically, we use this type in the password matching of a Windows or any other operating system. That's why it is important. So let's try to see example, what we can do more here. Let's try to put in negation here. What does it mean? What does this negation mean? Okay, that means this is okay. You're looking for the positively, okay, but now you are looking for the opposite of this 0 to 9. So what is the opposite of 0 to 9 here? Opposite of this, only characters, and it is there, right? So what will be the output here? True. I hope you got it. So now if you don't want to see the opposite of it, example, you want to see the opposite of A to Z. So what is the opposite of A to Z? Mean to say capital. It can be small a to Z, right? Okay, or maybe 0 to 9. Okay, now try to see what is the opposite of it. Small word is there, so it should be again the true. Okay, so now try to use again for small letter negation, right? So this is an invert for the small letters. So A to Z. So what is the small letter opposite? So basically try to understand if this there mean to say opposite of this. So opposite of this is capital A to Z. It is here. Can you see right now? So it is true. So now let's try to see if you want to remove this capital, look here. Now please have a look here. That means false. Why it is false here? Because it is opposite of A to Z is capital. It is not here. But here you can see it was there, right? Okay, but here we removed it. That means it is show the false here. And you can try to do one more example here. Try to remove this number here, and you can remove this as well. So now what should be the answer here? Example, what is the opposite of this? Capital A to Z, right? It will again give you the false. Okay. And here, try to use once more this. What is the opposite? Is the small, that is the true. I hope you got the idea about this negation anchor. It is very easy to use in the PowerShell with any type of example, right? So basically, guys, this is our regression or regular expression. Basically, regex. Basically, we use for our practicing in the PowerShell scripting. And this is enough. You can take your own example. And next lab, I would like to discuss about more Regex expressions. Example, quantifier. I would like to discuss about the quantifier. So which tell us basically how many times a characters or a group should be match. And also I would like to talk about some special characters in the regular expressions which can help us to specify the specific meaning in the PowerShell. Okay, example words or special white space or not white space. It will help us. So, so dear students, I hope you can got this today basics of the regular expressions. So please try to do the practicing as much as you can. But if you have any query and questions, please write in the comment section so then I can try to give the answer. And if you have any suggestion, please don't hesitate to give me the suggestions. So thank you very much and see you in my next lab.